Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part two of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of February 14th through February 28th. We're in part two of our weekly trading game plan. We'll be selecting our top swing trading stocks to watch, stocks in our bullpen, stocks in our shopping list. We'll also discuss how we can use dividend payers and several option strategies to generate income while we wait for our swing trading stocks to set up. So let's get started. So here's our Google document with our notes for part two of our weekly trading game plan for February 24th through February 28th. We keep our notes for our weekly trading game plans in publicly accessible Google documents. Our notes documents contain links to bonus videos, to the tools and resources we use to trade our top swing trading stocks to watch, etc. You can find a direct link to this Google document in the description box below. If you haven't already seen part one of our weekly trading game plan for this trading week, titled Make Money Trading ETFs, we would highly recommend you also view part one, as that contains our market analysis, trading strategies, trade ideas for this trading week. We keep all of our notes documents in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder, so you can refer back to the notes for part one, as well as previous weekly trading game plan notes documents. And you can also find a direct link to this publicly accessible Google Drive folder in the description box below. So firstly, we'll quickly go over some of our trade updates for this week, and then we'll look at the charts in Webull as well. So firstly, we got assigned the cash secured puts we had sold against MED, Medifast. So we had previously sold $15 strike price February 21st cash secured puts against Medifast. It dipped down below 15 on the OPEX on the 21st, so we got assigned those. We sold those for $1, so that gives us a net cost basis of just over $14 on MED. So you'll see the MED is above that now, so it's slightly in profit from that net cost basis. So as you can see, we can put a stop in, we can sell covered calls against it, etc. If you'd like to hear our thesis on why we were interested in Medifast, you can reference our thesis or discussion on Medifast via the bonus link to that video in the notes. We also sold cash secured puts against Shutterstock, SSTK, at $27.50 strike price with a May 16 expiration. Sold those for $3.50. We've had several discussions, done several videos on Shutterstock, so you can hear our previous thesis behind Shutterstock. Again, they're merging with Getty. I believe their merger price is around 28, so that's it's dipped below that 27.50 now. But again, we'll try to buy those back cheaper, or if we get assigned those shares, again, we can scalp those off if Shutterstock bounces back up. Welcome to Ricky Khan. Welcome RT again. Welcome Sydney Osborne. Hope you're all having a great day. So finally, we also sold calls, covered calls against our position in yen. Yen is the leverage long on China. So 3x leverage long on China. We've had this position for a long time. We've sold covered calls and bought them back several times on this position. So we sold those covered calls on our yen position at 890. These are January 2026 calls. So again, we'll be looking to buy those back cheaper. If China, if yen declines again, we'll buy those back cheaper as well. Just a quick reminder, although I don't recommend anyone blindly follow us into or out of trades, if it would help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career, to be notified when we enter or exit a trade. You can get real-time notifications whenever we enter or exit a trade by joining our Patreon. We also have several additional alerts channels in our Discord available to our Patreon members. Again, additional ways to help you make money trading. You can hear how you can best use our trade alerts via the link to the bonus video in the notes. So very quickly to show you the alerts channel in our Discord. So firstly, I have a Thinkorswim TOS alerts channel in our Discord. I set up price alerts in Thinkorswim. When those get triggered, they get automatically posted to the Thinkorswim channel. Alerts channel in our Discord so we can see when CONY, the yield max on Coinbase, broke its 52-week low, see when AIBU, leveraged long on AI and big data, broke its 52-week high. Those get posted in the Thinkorswim channel. If I do follow one of those price alerts up with a trade, then I'll reply to that price alert in the Thinkorswim channel with our entry or exit in that channel. If it's a trade not directly related to a Thinkorswim price alert, and I'll post those in the trade alerts channel so you can see when we got assigned the cash secured puts on MED, when we sold the cash secured puts on Shutterstock, we sold our covered calls on yen, post those all in the trade alerts channel. Also have an alerts channel with alerts generated by our automated systems. When stocks are moving up, breaking out near our support level, near our price target, you can get more information about how you can use these real-time alerts to make money trading, different trading styles, who are good for day traders, scalpers, momentum traders, etc. And you can also get access to that alerts channel by joining our Patreon. So again, we get all kinds of real-time alerts when various sectors are moving up, breaking out. So we've got TMV, Treasuries moving down, Moderna is moving up. So again, you can see sector rotations, reversals in the market, changes in sentiment, etc. CONY near our price target. So again, another great resource for any kind of trader, day trader, scalper, momentum trader, etc. in our real-time alerts channel. So if we quickly look at those trades in Webull. So first here's MED, Medifast. We've had Medifast in our bullpen for quite a while. It was hovering around that 15. Slightly broke down, bounced off that support. Again, this trade now with our cost basis at 1401 is slightly in profit now. So I can, if it breaks this pivot point, the support level, I can put a stop in, break even at just above 14. Or again, we could sell covered calls, but I'll probably put a stop in, assuming it swings back up. Shutterstock broke down. I think this was mostly due to the sell-off in technology. So we see it's been trending down for quite a while. Again, I think it was pushed down, the sell-off in technology, bounced up slightly. Again, I believe their merger price with Getty somewhere around 28. So we sold the 2750s. We'll see if we get assigned those, or again, I can buy back those puts if they get cheaper as well. China's been on a run, so congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught this run up in China using yen or several of the other ETFs we have in our ETF Google sheet. So you can see that strong run up in yen in China. So we sold covered calls against that at 65. So it's been a long time since it's been that high. So if we get a retracement like we've had several times in the past, and we'll look to buy back those covered calls cheaper. But again, strong upward momentum right now in China, in yen. And you can trade short on leverage short on China's yang. So we scalp those, and a number of our BeachBum traders make good money on those leverage long and shorts on China, yin, and yang. Welcome, Gerald Fitz, Fairchild, MD. Thank you all for joining us today. Hope you're having a great day. We'll grab a quick drink and then we'll go over our updates to our top swing trading stocks to watch for this week. So here's our updates to our top swing trading stocks to watch for this week. Firstly, I'll go over the updates, and we can also look at them in our watch list Google Sheet and their charts in Webull. Firstly, I'm taking AHR Test Systems out of our top swing trading stocks to watch, as it is already run up. So congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught that swing up in AHR based on our trade idea. Again, we'd really like it if you make money from one of our trade ideas. Please share that with your fellow traders. Encourage them to join our community. Hopefully, we can also help them make money trading with our trade ideas. So again, congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught that swing up in AHR. You can hear our thesis via the several videos, the bonus videos in our notes. Again, we'll pick AHR back up if it comes back down. We're also watching puts, opportunities to sell puts on AHR. We've been watching AIBD. AIBD, again, is the leverage short on AI and big data, waiting for that AI bubble to burst. May have just burst. I missed the pop-up with the sell-off in technology and AI. This week, looking for a potential pullback if AIBU, so our trigger is a top or resistance, and AIBU, the leverage long on AI and big data. Again, you can hear our previous analysis on AIBD and AIBU via the bonus link to the video in the notes. Again, a pretty low float, difficult, choppy to trade, but if you can catch that, some money to be made there. Still watching CONY, the yield max on Coin. Coin had a breakdown, even though they had pretty good earnings. So very interested in catching a bottom on CONY. Again, it just went ex-dividend on February 6th, paid just over $1. Next ex-dividend's not till March 6th, so we've got some time to wait for CONY to bottom. Again, I think the move down was a little bit irrational. They had pretty good earnings, but the sell-off in technology, I think, drove Coin and CONY down. So again, we'll find a bottom support in CONY, pick up a chunk of that, collect the monthly dividends, waiting for Coin to recover. Again, you can hear several videos on analysis of CONY via the links to the bonus videos in the notes. We've also been watching SARK. SARK is the short on ARK-K. We saw ARK-K, the chart for ARK-K yesterday as well. I missed the pop in ARK-K, the capitulation in ARK-K this week. Congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught that previous top in ARK-K with SARK. We'll see again if we get a further pop up in ARK-K, get another entry point into SARK, or again, congratulations to our BeachBum traders who caught that trade idea, making money on SARK. Welcome, Katon. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. Also watching TSLY, the yield max monthly dividend payer on Tesla. So it'll also is coming back down to our price target. You can see its last ex-dividend was on the 20th. So the next ex-dividend not till March 20th approximately. You can hear our discussion. We've traded TSLY profitably several times in the past. And you can hear our analysis on TSLY, the yield max on Tesla, via the link to the video in the notes. So we'll look at our watch list Google Sheet. Again, now you can watch our top swing trading stocks to watch, as well as our bullpen stocks, and our shopping list stocks, and our watch list Google Sheet. It's automatically updated at the end of each day. And you can get 24/7 access to our watch list Google Sheet by joining our Patreon. We've got a whole series of videos on how you can use our watch list Google Sheet to watch our top swing trading stocks to watch, how you can use the PE and ATR, our buy at, sell at price targets, etc. You can get all that information via the links to the videos and the notes. If I do make an update after this watch list Google Sheet's been generated at the end of each day, then I post those to the Stocks Watch List channel in our Discord, also available to our Patreon members. So you can see when I added AIBD back on the 13th, post that to our Patreon members in the Stock Watch List channel in our Discord. So again, here's our watch list Google Sheet. Here's our top swing trading stocks to watch. So you can see our price targets on our top swing trading stocks to watch, their current risk reward profiles, access their profile and FinViz very quickly via the links in that column. Also, we've got dividend information, ex-dividend dates, yield, optionality. So you can see AIBD. It's the only one in our top swing trading stocks that is not optionable. PE if it's applicable, ATR to help you set stops and price targets. So let's look at those in Webull very quickly. Here's our top swing trading stocks to watch in Webull. So again, with AIBD, short on AI and big data, we use AIBU as the trigger. Look for a top resistance point in AIBU to set our entry trigger for AIBD. Again, I missed that quick capitulation. Turned down in AIBU. So again, congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught that drop in AIBU, bounce up in AIBD last week. Again, kind of choppy, low float, low volume. So a little tricky, but again, make some decent, that was almost a $1.50 or so bounce. Similarly with ARK-K and SARK. So again, I missed that capitulation, that peak in ARK-K. Went pretty close up to that resistance point, made a 52-week high. So you can see that R3 seemed to be the resistance point. It capitulated, corrected off of, and then dropped pretty quickly. So again, if you caught that top on ARK-K with SARK, in a nice profit already. So we'll see if we get a correction back up in ARK-K. Nice swing back up in SARK. Was that $7 plus? So again, congratulations to our BeachBum traders who caught the latest swing in SARK. Welcome, Aura Alpha. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well today. Here's CONY getting the yield max on Coinbase, on Coin. You'll see after their earnings, had a significant drop on Friday. So we're just waiting for that to find a bottom. So very attractive down at this level. So it's got decent upside, longer term, at least up into the 14s. So $4 appreciation. Again, it pays a monthly dividend. It's been close to $1. Similarly, TSLY, the yield max monthly dividend payer on Tesla. See it popped up. Looks like it's rolling over. So we'll look for, I think my price target on TSLY is about 1024. So it's pretty close. So again, you can see the risk and reward from our price targets in our watch list Google sheet. So again, if a TSLY comes down just a little bit, we'll pick up a chunk of that. Again, collect a monthly dividend while we wait for Tesla to swing back up. Okay, let me grab a drink and we'll go over our bullpen stocks. Okay, here's our bullpen stocks for this week. If you're not familiar with our community, if you're new to our community, concept of the bullpen stocks are ones that may not have the setup to warrant inclusion in our top swing trading stocks to watch, but I've identified that they may in the near future, so we put them in the bullpen. If their setup improves, then we put them in the game, move them up to our top swing trading stocks to watch. If they run away or break down, then we just take them out of the bullpen and we can revisit them in the future. Okay, so go over our updates for our bullpen stocks, and we can look at them in our watch list Google Sheet and in Webull. So another yield max we've got in our bullpen is the yield max on Google, which is GOOY. Again, another monthly dividend payer on Google. We saw all the Mag 7s took a big hit on Friday, but the buy the dippers have been pretty relentless on the Mag 7, so interested in picking up some dividend payers on some of the Mag 7s like Google. The GOY went ex-dividend on the 20th. Next ex-dividend is approximately the March 20th. You can hear our analysis of a number of the Mag 7, etc. yield maxes via the link to the video in the notes. I'm taking Medifast out of our bullpen. Again, we got assigned the cash secured puts that we had sold on Medifast, and otherwise you can see it's broken down below that 15 level. If you're still interested in Medifast, again, we did see it bounce back up. So again, you can hear our previous discussion of why we're interested in Medifast, our analysis on Medifast via the link to the bonus video in the notes. Been watching METC, Ramaco Resources, for some time. It's a play on coking coal and rare earth elements. You can hear our previous discussion why we're watching METC as a coking coal, and rare earth elements play via the link to the bonus video in the notes. Also been watching Tatron for quite some time. Again, low float, kind of choppy stock. Not optionable, but if you're interested in this thesis, again, we've traded Tate profitably several times in the past. You can hear our analysis on Tatron via the links to the videos in the notes. And you can now also watch our bullpen stocks and see the price targets for our bullpen stocks in the bullpen sheet of our watch list Google Sheet. Again, dividend information, earnings report information. So we see METC reports on March 9th. Also, again, optionality. So we see Tatron is not optional, PEs, ATRs. We look at our bullpen stocks very quickly in Webull. So here's GOOY, again, the yield max on Google. See, it's been coming down for quite some time. Again, it just went ex-dividend, so had a significant dip on the ex-dividend, bounced back up pretty quickly. So my price target right now on GOOY is about 1345, 52-week low, so it's pretty close to its 52-week low. See, it paid 39 cents. So not as large of a dividend as CONY or I think TSLY. Again, METC, Ramaco, coking coal, and rare earth. So it had bounced up and then rotated down. We'll see if it comes back down. We can get a dip in METC. And Tatron, low float, pretty low volume, pretty choppy. You see it's been chopping around, trending slowly upward. So congratulations if anyone has caught the bottom on Tatron. It may be swinging back up slowly. So again, I probably won't take that one. Just it's low float, low volume. I thought about taking it off, and if it does pop back up, probably take that one off. But hope that all helps. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, you still get 20 free fractional shares of stock by opening and funding your account in Webull with as little as $500. Each of those fractional shares of stock worth $3,000 to $3,000. If you'd use our affiliate link in the description box below, you can get your free fractional shares of stock, take advantage of any other promotions they have at this time, and also help support our BeachBum trading community. Also, Webull offers 24 by 5 overnight trading, so you can get more information about overnight trading in Webull via the link to the video in our notes, and also the Discord posting linked in our notes. You can also again see which symbols are available for 24-hour trading. They've added a new icon in the watch list showing which ones are available. So you can see CONY and TSLY are both available for overnight trading. So maybe some good price opportunities, low volume, low liquidity price opportunities if you do 24-hour trading on some of those. Again, I continue to compile our list of honorable mentions with stocks that show up as multiple bottoms, double bottoms, etc. in FinViz. I don't think I added any this week, but you may find some of those interesting. And if we have time today and in future live streams, we'll do some quick due diligence on some of these. You can see we've previously done due diligence on OGN, so you can access that previous due diligence on OGN, and it's also in our dividend payers Google Sheet. We also have our shopping list ready of stocks. Again, we had significant decline in the markets. We've seen, some irrational reactions to earnings. So we always recommend that you have your shopping list of stocks ready to take advantage of these types of irrational reactions to the markets, irrational reactions to earnings. Again, just a quick reminder, none of our content should be considered financial advice. We're not financial advisors. All of our content should be used for education and hopefully some entertainment purposes only. But we recommend, given the higher for longer interest rates, etc., not likely the Fed's going to cut anytime soon, going to continue to put pressure on zombie companies, zombie stocks, money losers, etc. So we recommend you stay away from those. If you're concerned about any money losing stock, solvency, going bankrupt, having to do an offering, reverse split, etc., you can calculate the quarter's cash flow positive of any money losing stock, be it a biotech or, again, any other money losing stock, by using our biotech due diligence Google Sheet. And you can get access to that by joining our Patreon. Okay, let me grab a quick drink and we'll go through dividend payers. So if anybody in the chat has a particular dividend payer you'd like to take a look at, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and we can pick up on any dividend payers you'd like to take a look at. So again, in addition to our swing trading stocks, we use dividend payers to generate income while we're waiting for our swing trading stocks to set up. And we use our dividend payers Google Sheet to identify opportunities, create our own schedule of dividend payers with the amount of dividend, the yield, total return, risk reward profile, etc. that we'd like in our dividend payers. Again, you can do likewise, get access to our dividend payers Google Sheet, help you build your own schedule of dividend payers by joining our Patreon. Firstly, we'll go over some additions. We'll take a look at those in our ad sheet of our dividend payers, some new dividend payers that you could consider. A couple on Tesla that were mentioned by RT last week is firstly is TSLP, which is the curve yield premium strategy on Tesla, and then TSYY, which is the Granite shares yield boost on Tesla. So thank you again, RT, for sharing those with us. So we'll take a look at TSLP and TSYY, and then we can compare that to the yield max on Tesla, which is TSLY. So if I do a quick find on TSLP, so here's TSLP and TSYY. So we've got those together in our ad sheet. I'll sort those back up afterwards. See that TSLP has a pretty nice total return right now, 47%. TSYY only 7%. See the risk reward profiles. So TSLP has a more potential upside. 52-week, a little bit better. We look at the charts for these two. So again, you can access the FinViz profile very quickly via the link in the notes. So here's TSLP. See, it's a monthly dividend payer. It's paid $1.30. So pretty nice yields. Got a nominal yield, 20 to almost 27%. Expense ratio less than 1%. AUM slightly low, 22 million. Volume's pretty light, so potentially choppy. See again, it bounced off double top, coming back down. See how long it's been around. So it looks like since 23 has cycled reasonably nicely, so it's not just a steady deterioration like we see, like in some of the yield maxes. So again, pretty nice total return on TSLP. Contrast again, TSYY only 7% total return. We look at the chart for that one. Okay, so it's much newer. So it's only been around since December of 24 or so. So that's probably, we don't really have a good source of data. It's only down 1% or so. It's got only a 3% nominal yield, expense above 1%, almost 1.1. AUM's only 2 million, volume's only 5K, 6K. So again, very new, not as much interest yet in TSYY. Look at the difference in the definitions of these. One or more funds whose shares leverage results of 2 times the daily price of Tesla. So this is looking for 2x on Tesla. Pays a dividend. Again, looks pretty choppy, pretty volatile. Compare that to TSLP again. See, again, it's on Tesla. They've got calls and puts on Tesla. So direct exposure to the stock of Tesla. So it doesn't look like they're trying to leverage. So TSYY is trying to do 2x leverage. TSLP just unleveraged. Probably, well, we could see it's got calls, so it's a covered call strategy, dividend payer on Tesla. So if we compare TSLP and TSYY to TSLY, so TSLY has a total return of about 40%. Again, monthly dividend payer, this is the yield max on Tesla. So we could see, TSLP right now is actually better in terms of total return than TSLY. So again, if you're looking for a monthly dividend payer on Tesla, might want to consider TSLP. Again, slightly lower AUMs, lower float. We look at the AUM and volume for TSLY. So it's got 1 billion AUM, so much more popular, much bigger, 4 million volume. So again, more liquidity in TSLY, but again, TSLP has an attractive total return. So again, thank you, RT, for sharing those additional monthly dividend payers on Tesla with us. And again, you can pick the one that fits your trading style with the total return, etc. That you would prefer. And right now we're watching TSLY. Again, probably easier for me to trade. I'm not as nimble, but again, you'll potentially get a higher return with TSLP if you can be nimble, catch that lower liquidity one. Just very quickly, I saw Easy Mike mention AGNC, which I believe is a mortgage-backed REIT. Yeah, it's a mortgage-backed REIT. See, it's got a positive, nice total return, 25. Right now it's at 10, so it's kind of in the middle of its range, got more upside. So if you think mortgage-backed REITs are going to swing back up, even while we saw mortgage rates drop below 7, but again, we don't expect further rate cuts. But if you think the 10-year bonds yield's going to continue to decline, which would benefit mortgage rates, benefit mortgage-backed REITs like AGNC, might take a look at that. Another one I've added to our ad sheet that I want to take a look at. Spend a couple minutes. This is a new volatility dividend payer, ZVol. So I also added that as an ETF on volatility to the research sheet of our ETFs Google Sheet under volatility. Another dividend payer we have in our dividend payer sheet is SVol. I heard about these in a video from Volatility Trading Strategies, as well as some really good analysis on ZVol, SVol, and a number of other volatility-based ETFs. So you can hear that more detailed, further analysis on ZVol, SVol, etc. via the link to his video in our notes. So if we look at ZVol, here's ZVol in our ad sheet. You see it's only got a total return of 2, so pretty low, not very attractive. Risk reward's not too bad. 52-week, it's only 1.2, only 1.8 bottom to top. We look at the profile for ZVol. See, it's got pretty good support at that multiple bottom. Of course, it's going to dip when volatility pops up. It is trending generally down, although again, it does hold that support. Paid 48 cents, 48, so pretty consistent 48 cents. Pretty high expense ratio, 1.4. Kind of, pretty attractive nominal yield, but we just saw the total return only, 2% or something. 2%. So even though that nominal yield looks attractive, if you calculate the total return as we now do, we can now see it's only got a 2% total return. See what its composition is. You see it's got a number of VIX futures a little bit out in the distance. So it's got June, July, August, September. So more towards the middle of the VIX term structure. So that might be more attractive to you. It's an inverse, 1x inverse of the VIX midterm futures. So again, this is more the middle of the VIX term structure. So if you think that the VIX, the middle of the term structure, is going to decline, then Z-Vol might be attractive. AUM's only 20 million. All the volume's only 37K, so it's going to be, again, pretty choppy. Been around for a while. Does have some downside, although, again, that 716, 17 area looks like it's been a consistent support area. Pops up nicely when the volatility declines, so some decent upside. So if you think volatility is going to continue to decline, then Z-Vol might be one to look at. Compare that to S-Vol, which we have in our dividend payers. So you can see S-Vol has an almost 11% total return, so much better in terms of total return than Z-Vol. Also better risk-reward profile, 52-week, etc. So my humble opinion, if you're looking for a dividend payer on short volatility, I still like S-Vol better than Z-Vol. And given it's an inverse on volatility, so it will go up as volatility comes down. We have seen the VIX term structure has been going up a bit. Also, we've looked at S-Vol before. See, it's got March, April, so near-term futures for S-Vol. So Z-Vol is more the middle of the term structure. S-Vol more the near-term end of the VIX term structure. 1/5 to 3/10 the inverse. So not as much leverage of the short-term futures, VIX futures. So again, short end of the curve, S-Vol, middle of the curve, Z-Vol. So you could use those together to play the VIX term curve structure. So I hope that all helps. Please let me know what you all think of Z-Vol compared to S-Vol. Is that something useful? Have you traded Z-Vol, S-Vol before? Again, please let me know your thoughts on these volatility ETFs. And again, we'll talk more about those in our ETFs Google Sheet as well. So I hope that all helps. So let me take a quick look at the chat, see if there's any other dividend payers you want to look at. Again, now you can see all the yield maxes in the yield max sheet. So we're watching, we still have our position in AMDY, waiting for AMD to swing back up, collecting monthly dividends, lowering our cost basis on AMDY, watching CONY, get a nice total return. Also GOOY, about a 19% total return, TSLY, almost 40% total return. So you can see a number of those yield maxes are getting pretty attractive. Again, we just want the ones with a positive total return, except for AMDY. And again, we're playing for price appreciation in AMD. And again, you can find the yield max distribution schedule, link to the yield max distribution schedule via the link in our references sheet. And again, we've got a whole series of videos on how you can use our dividend payers Google Sheet to generate your own schedule of dividend payers. And you can access that series of videos via the links in our notes. Okay, if anyone in the chat has other dividend payers you want to look at, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. I don't have any others that are terribly interesting. IEF, some of the bond funds showing attractive. We've talked about MJ, Cannabis, MOS. And some of these bond funds are getting somewhat attractive if you're interested in bonds, some of these closed-end debt funds. USOI on oil. So again, if oil continues to come down, again, this is based on USO. So we're looking at the 52-week low. I think I've got a price target set on the 52-week low on USO. That would be our trigger to enter a USOI, or again, a bottom in USO. We'd love to have a big chunk of USO or USOI, nice monthly dividend payer on oil. Okay, again, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, see if anyone else has any other dividend payers you want to take a look at, and then we'll move on to option strategies. Okay, in addition to dividend payers, we also use several option strategies to generate income while we wait for our swing trading stock to set up. As you saw, we sell covered calls against our positions like we did against our yen position this week. And we use our covered calls Google Sheet to identify opportunities to sell covered calls, do what if analysis on our covered call strategies in our covered calls Google Sheet. And again, you can do likewise, get 24/7 access to our covered calls Google Sheet, make a copy for yourself if you'd like to do what if analysis on your covered call strategies by joining our Patreon. And we've got a whole series of videos on how you can use our covered calls Google Sheet to do what if analysis on your covered call strategies. And we also sell puts on stocks going down, buy them back when they're going back up. Again, as you saw, we did on the MED, Medifast, and Shutterstock. Again, with the decline in the market, more focus on selling puts. Market rebounds, we'll try to buy those back cheaper. And we use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to help us identify opportunities to sell and then buy back puts. And again, you can use our puts ROIC Google Sheet, help you make money selling puts as well by joining our Patreon. Only got one update to our puts ROIC Google Sheet this week is IIPR, which is a REIT on like industrial, warehousing, etc. We'll take a quick look at IIPR. It was declining, so I was kind of interested in that. It's a dividend payer. I believe we also have it in our dividend payers. Do a quick find in dividend payers. Yeah. So IIPR, again, dividend payers had a negative total return right now this year. Got a decent risk reward profile. Again, it's an industrial REIT. So I added that to our research sheet. You can also find it in our research sheet now. Again, with the decline we'll see, I wanted to see if it was worthwhile selling puts on it. Right now, the 52-week high on those puts is 330. ROIC is pretty low. See the price of IIPR is about 72 right now. So at the 52-week high, still only a 4% ROIC. So unless it declines further, those puts evaluate. So we see those significant drops in IIPR. Looks like they had poor earnings, missed on earnings a couple times. Again, it does pay a quarterly dividend, showing a 10% nominal yield. But again, we just saw it's got a negative total return for the year. So not one we definitely want for total return of dividend payer. But again, possibly rebounding if we get more use. Another reason I like the thesis between IIPR is with all the tariffs. I think we might see further demand of warehousing, etc. So you see they've got industrial properties all over the country. Probably worth digging into their holdings more, but I believe they hold warehouses, things like that. So again, I wanted to watch that, see if those puts, maybe buying puts on or selling puts on IIPR might be more attractive than buying the shares right now. And as it's in pretty steep decline, although again, this area seems to be pretty stable. So that 65 looks like a pretty good support area. So another reason I picked that is the strike. So we'll keep an eye on IIPR, see if there's an opportunity to buy or sell puts, and then buy them back on a rebound. And it does have some potential downside, but I do like that thesis again with the increased tariffs, but delayed time. Might see further demand of warehousing, etc. Stag is another one in this category that we watch in our shopping list. So again, you can see our shopping list stocks, got some other REITs, etc. Stag being one of them, an industrial REIT we watch in our shopping list. So let me know what you all think of that thesis on IIPR, selling puts versus buying shares. What do you think is a better strategy? Or we could do both. Otherwise, we did see a little bit of a pop up in the VIX, so these puts getting somewhat more attractive, keeping an eye on those. Again, I've got a sellout on AHR. AHR popped up. And if we get a decline, I might sell puts at 10 on AHR. Still got a sellout on Intel, though it's bounced up. SOXL, again, we'll see what reaction we get to the NVIDIA earnings. Might get some dramatic movement in some of these semiconductors. Might be an opportunity to sell or buy back puts on the NVIDIA earnings. Also, again, I'll be looking to, we got a sign on MED. So probably adjust that one in a research sheet. Thank you very much for that super sticker, Aura Alpha. We greatly appreciate it. I know I don't sell super stickers as often as I should, but again, thank you for that. We always greatly appreciate that. And we sold some puts at 27.50 in May against Shutterstock. I had a sell out on March. You can see those. I was comparing the pretty low liquidity, low volume, not a lot of trading volume on those puts. So I put both those sells out, see which one would hit. The top on the March previously was about 430, so I put that out. Got the 350s at May, so we might sell more against May, or if those are still more attractive in March, I might leave that sell out and see if I can pick up some more Shutterstock and generate some more premium. See pretty attractive premium on those Shutterstock ones. And again, we can buy them back if it rebounds. If there's anything you would like us to take a look at, Aura Alpha, and thank you for that super sticker. Be happy to look at whatever you want to look at. Something I can steal from the Strat Soldier. He says, if you get a super sticker, then we'll stop the show and look at whatever you want to look at. Okay, we've got a whole series of videos on how you can use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to make money trading puts. You can access that series via the link in our video or in our notes. We've also got a whole playlist of videos on how to make money trading options. You can access that playlist via the link in our notes as well, or on our YouTube channel. Congratulations to anyone that caught that bounce in Celsius. Did rebound, maybe an opportunity to sell and buy back puts. We were watching that. Puts weren't really terribly attractive at a lower strike price, but it did rebound strongly. So congratulations to any of our traders that caught that rebound in Celsius. Okay, if anyone has any last minute questions or stocks you want to take a look at, please show those back up in the chat. I missed your question or stock previously. I apologize. Please, again, put those up in the chat, or again, you can put those in the comments of any of our videos or in our Discord. Please tag us in our Discord. We're at BeachBum Trading, all lowercase, no other characters, symbols, numbers, etc. Anyone else is an imposter, please ignore and report them. We'd also love to hear your feedback on what we can do to continue to improve our weekly trading game plans, any of our other videos, our tools and resources, Google Sheets, etc., our community. And we need your feedback on what we can do to improve our weekly trading game plans, etc. Continue to grow our BeachBum trading community for the mutual benefit of all of our BeachBum traders. We also really need your help. If you please smash the like button on our video, help us try to get YouTube to show us some love someday, and share our content with additional traders, continue to build our BeachBum trading community. Also really love it if you directly share our content with your fellow traders, repost it on your social media sites, etc. Can help us continue to build our BeachBum trading community for the mutual benefit of all of our BeachBum traders. Thank you again to everyone that joined us in the chat today, everyone that's watching after the fact. We hope to see you all back again next week for our weekly trading game plans. 10 a.m. on Saturday for part 1, 10 a.m. on Sundays for part 2. And in the meantime, good luck and have a great trading week.